Ciao tutti! Welcome to another video. Today we're gonna work on my mini art journal page, and so let's start. The video here will take just 9 minutes, but to be honest with you, the background took me a lot of time, but I enjoyed a lot as well. So the idea here is to have a kind of block of colors, different shade of blue. I'm using the Distress Oxide ink colors that I have. I have like the darker blue that is Blueprint Sketch, then the lighter one that is Tumbled Glass, and an intermediate one that is Salty Ocean. And then I'm trying to mask each one, each of the rectangle there, trying to avoid to make so much mess. But every time that I'm touching the color, since it's oxide ink, I'm practically moving the color, so I'm then trying to redo it, a portion of it. Even when I take it out the masking tape, I get to redo it again. But anyway, so the idea again is to have a different shade of blue rectangle here and there, and that took me a while. But then after that I was going to adding a lot of detail on each of the rectangles, and you will see them in a minute. Let's do quick with edit power. By the way, I'm just putting all the colors and the material that I'm using on the video itself, so you can follow what I'm using. And here is just quickly update, and this is the background. And no worry if I can still see through some of the light color, but because anyway I'm gonna to make it a lot of detail on the background there. So I'm using my gel pen set. Again, I'm just using the two blue color that I have. So there is a light color, a light blue color, and a darker blue color. And I'm trying to create smaller rectangles. So I'm starting with the ruler, but if you're here already for a while, you know that I'm not a fan of the ruler. So at a certain point, I'm just skip it and doing by hand. I think it's faster. I'm kind of lazy on this one. So I'm trying to doing small rectangles, so then I can focus just on those small rectangles and adding detail on those. And the detail that I'm gonna add is a kind of maze, so kind of concentric rectangles, one inside the other one. And I try to do randomly light blue and dark blue here and there. And again, since it's oxide ink, I'm just taking a piece of paper to help me not making a mess, let's say. So it's kind of protected the page while I'm putting my hand on top of it, because otherwise I will just move around all the ink, because it's not setting, so it can reactivate every time and every movement that I'm doing. Also, I think also because below I had the gesso, so this page was prepared with gesso, and then the ink didn't soak into the paper, so it's really moving really easily. And I didn't wait a lot to have it to have the ink dry more into the page. I know, that's me, as always. So after doing this concentric rectangles, so kind of Greek, let's say heraldic, I'm then also adding a hint of gold, and so I'm using my acrylic painter in gold, and adding a touch here and there of golden, just again going around the concentric line. I think it give a nice touch, let's say, to the background. But I'm gonna fill in all the page, all the background like that, but I'm not gonna bother you about that. I'm just using the edit power and just go quickly, and so you will see soon how it is the final piece. Then after doing the background, I was kind of paused. I wasn't sure what to do on top of it. So it took me 1 week basically. Okay, it was then the next Friday, because I only have the Friday to do art journal. So then I decided, okay, we need to put a quote on this one. So to make it a bit more easier to put a quote, I just decided to add some clouds. And I'm using just some acrylic paint, dabbing with a sponge, and I'm using 3 shades, so it's just light pink, then there is the rosé and some white acrylic paint, and I'm just dabbing here and there with the sponge and put it on the paper. So again, it's completely random, but I want to have the center a bit lighter. And every time, so after the first layer, I was then drying with my hair dryer and adding another layer of lighter pink again in the center, because kind of was a bit fading the color. So I wanted to add more and more. So in the end, I went with the 3 layers while I was dry again with my hair dryer in between each layer, and I had done in the end the result that I wanted. So I wanted to have again lighter pink in the center, so then I can write a quote. For the quote, I decided to use just white, so my white Posca pen, and I'm just writing directly with my handwriting, and I'm just writing "she's a mess." So the page, I was referring about the page. She's a mess, but she's a masterpiece. Just to be positive. And so I'm just adding with the white Posca pen, and then I'm adding a few lines around the letters with again the golden marker, just to have also in the quote some golden. And then in the end, I'm just adding, because I don't know when to stop, so I'm adding again the tails. I'm just adding some tiny little stars, let's say tiny little sparkles with the I'm using 3 colors, so with again the Posca pen, but a fine marker, then again the golden acrylic marker, and finally, since I had also some pink marker on my desk, I decided to use it, and this one is a Sharpie ultra fine pink marker. And as you see, I did a mess because I didn't count exactly how much space needed for the word masterpiece. So I tried, but then okay, I dabbed again the acrylic paint. I wait that it was dry, and then I'm gonna write again. But anyway, even if when I tried the second time, I wrote the second time, it was still okay, the space was not still the best, but okay, at a certain point I had to stop, so I say okay, that's fine. I think at a certain point we need really to give up and say okay, that's good enough. So that's it for today. That's the quick and easy small mini art journal page that everybody can do it, and I hope that you like. In the end, I will put some close-up picture, and this is the next page on my mini art journal page. I think this mini art journal will be more about a quote journal page for me. I mean, I like to have just some quote and not really a focal point. That's my focal point on this one. It's just a quote. Okay, thank you for watching. Don't forget to put a like if you like this one. Thank you so much. Bye bye. See you next time.